They say it doesn't exist. No records. No proof. Just whispers in the shadows. But in the depths of the Cold War, a chilling project emerged. Project Monarch. The name alone sparks fear. Officially, Project Monarch is said to be about creating the perfect human puppet. Not just breaking minds, but rebuilding them from the ground up. The goal: to create individuals with multiple personalities, each one a tool to be used by their handlers. It never happened. A seemingly normal person could transform in an instant, becoming a completely different individual with no memory of their actions. The answer, according to some, lies in plain sight. The symbols of Project Monarch are all around us, hidden in plain view. No documents. It's a haunting visual representation of a mind divided against itself. They're everywhere in music videos, fashion campaigns, and Hollywood blockbusters. Is this just a coincidence, or something more? It's a perfect metaphor for the process of creating alters. Public breakdowns, sudden personality shifts, and erratic behavior could be seen as alters struggling for control. Known as alters, could be programmed for specific tasks. One alter might be trained for espionage, another for seduction, and yet another for assassination. Where public opinion can be swayed by activating sleeper agents planted throughout the media. It's a chilling thought, but one that some believe is our reality. If such a program exists, it could be used to manipulate society on a grand scale. Is it so hard to imagine this technology being used for more nefarious purposes? What was once science fiction is rapidly becoming science fact, but supporters counter that the program's very nature makes this nearly impossible. Politicians, business leaders, and influential figures could all be potential subjects. It provides a platform to influence millions while keeping the subjects in the public eye, where their handlers can monitor them closely. Their accounts paint a disturbing picture of the program's scope and sophistication. Their stories are dismissed as delusions or attention-seeking behavior. But what if they're telling the truth? From the CIA's MKUltra program to the Soviet Union's psychotronics research and sophisticated propaganda techniques all work to shape our thoughts and behaviors. Is this the modern evolution of Project Monarch? The desire to control human behavior has been a constant in the shadows of power. But the lessons of Project Monarch, whether real or imagined, are more relevant than ever. In an era of fake news, deepfakes, and information warfare, the line between reality and manipulation grows ever thinner. The implications are terrifying. A shadow program that manipulates society through fractured minds. Not with guns, but with control. Legend serves as a stark reminder of the potential for abuse when power operates in the shadows. It challenges us to question the reality we're presented with and to remain vigilant against unseen influences. Their memories are compartmentalized, locked away in alters they can't access. And those who do start to remember face an uphill battle in being believed. While still in its infancy, this technique offers unprecedented precision in manipulating brain activity. In the wrong hands, it could be a powerful tool for mind control. Transformed. But who controls its flight? While these could be dismissed as artistic choices, some see them as coded messages or cries for help. In art and media, images of people with strings attached to their limbs take on a sinister new meaning when viewed through this lens. Each one could be activated with a simple trigger, a word, a sound, or even a gesture. No trials. Electric shocks, sensory deprivation, and psychological torture were just the beginning. The goal was to break down the subject's sense of self completely, but the rumors persist, echoing through the corridors of power. If MKUltra was real, could there be something even more sinister? The rebuilding began. Handlers would carefully craft each alter, instilling them with the desired skills and personality traits. It was like programming a computer, but with human minds as the hardware. Their young, malleable minds were seen as the ideal canvas for this dark art. Through a combination of trauma, drugs, and psychological manipulation, their psyches were shattered into fragments. Project Monarch, a name that sends shivers down the spine of conspiracy theorists and truth seekers alike. It's said to be the ultimate mind control program, a shadowy operation that goes beyond anything we've ever imagined. The origins of Project Monarch are shrouded in mystery. Some say it began in the 1950s, an offshoot of the CIA's notorious MKUltra experiments. Others claim it's been around much longer, its roots stretching back to Nazi Germany and occult practices. At its core, children were allegedly the primary targets. These fragments, the process was brutal and inhumane. Survivors speak of enduring unimaginable horrors. Once broken, the results, if the stories are to be believed, were terrifying in their effectiveness. But how could such a program remain hidden for so long? Butterflies are a recurring motif. In nature, these creatures undergo a complete transformation, emerging from their chrysalis as something entirely new. Puppet strings are another common symbol. They represent the control exerted by handlers over their subjects. Shattered mirrors appear frequently as well. They symbolize the fractured psyche of a monarch victim, each shard reflecting a different altar. These symbols aren't just found in obscure corners of the internet. Celebrities, in particular, seem to display patterns that some interpret as signs of monarch programming. Many stars incorporate monarch butterflies, bird cages, and checkerboard patterns into their imagery. The entertainment industry, some theorists argue, is the perfect cover for a mind control program. But the implications of Project Monarch go far beyond Hollywood. Imagine a world where key decision makers are secretly controlled by unseen forces. The technology required for such fine-tuned mind control might seem far-fetched, but consider the advances in neuroscience and psychology over the past decades. Brain-computer interfaces are already a reality. Devices that can read and interpret brain signals are being developed for medical and military applications. And then there's the field of optogenetics, where light is used to control genetically modified neurons. Critics argue that if Project Monarch were real, surely someone would have come forward with concrete evidence by now. Victims, they say, are often unaware of their own programming. The few who have spoken out about their experiences with Project Monarch have been met with skepticism and ridicule. There are those who claim to be deprogrammers, individuals who help Monarch victims recover their memories and integrate their fractured personalities. But even if Project Monarch isn't real in the exact form described by conspiracy theorists, the concepts behind it are very much alive in the world of psychological warfare and intelligence operations. Governments and intelligence agencies have a long history of experimenting with mind control techniques. In today's digital age, the possibilities for mass manipulation are greater than ever. Social media algorithms, targeted advertising, the truth about Project Monarch may never be fully known. As we navigate an increasingly complex and interconnected world, if even a fraction of this is true, the butterfly emerges from its chrysalis. So next time you see a butterfly, ask yourself, are you really in control? Or are you just another puppet, dancing on strings you cannot see?